Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence report. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Another day in paradise.
No, we're in Arizona.
Thought Arizona was paradise.
It is.
No,
Paradise is in Arizona.
This is Scottsdale. Paradise Valley's over there.
It's not that Arizona is paradise, it's just that paradise is in Arizona.
We have
So-
Paradise Valley.
Here's a little bit of nickel knowledge. Damn it, Lori, you got it started already. See? So if anybody wants to hear some really cool history, raise your hand. Okay, thanks. So the state of Arizona became a state on Valentine's Day, 1912. All right. So
Okay.
everybody's like, okay, so what? If you think back a little bit before that, though, like the last state to become part of the Union was Arizona before we invaded Hawaii and Alaska and took that. But it's called State 48 because it was the 48th state of the entire continental United States. So we have 49 and 50 as Alaska and Hawaii, but the last of the entire thing, and it was called the Manifesto Destiny back when Abraham Lincoln was around. There was literally a civil war here called the Paradise Valley War from literally like 1870 to 1912. And that's why it took that long to get it adopted as a state. It actually in 1861 got territory status during the Civil War and was actually called the Confederate State of Arizona. And then after the Confederate War, it took until 1912 for the Civil War to end here.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Look it up. It's called the Paradise Valley War. So pretty interesting history behind it. Lots of craziness and insanity. But we're going to go into it a little bit today.
Fun facts with Thomas Dobzik.
Okay.
So not a far cry from the People's Republic of Arizona then.
Right.
Tommy,
So-
what's your last name? What's the nationality of your last name? Is it
Try to say
Polish?
it. It's
Is it Dobzik?
Dobzik. Yeah, that's the exact way to say it as a Polak.
Because-
wow, Katya
Because-
wins.
My boyfriend is Polish, so I'm learning Polish and I'm getting better at it. So I can say jak tam u was?
All right, you're going to sound like my grandma. Careful.
Do you speak
Uh,
Polish at all or no?
No, not at all.
No.
My crazy story. I have a Polish side to my dad's side. The Dobzik family is Polish going out from my father's side, but that's my father's father. But everyone underneath underneath that's Irish. So like my grandmother's side is all Irish, and even like on my grandfather's side, my great grandfather married an Irish immigrant. So like again, like our Polish bloodline is very thick with Irish bullshit. So
Or now Canadians.
flip it around, go over to my mom's side. Everyone on that side, male wise, so all my male dominate genes on my mom's side. That's where I get most of my genes. Come from the Irish side of my mom's family, which was Walsh. Her maiden name was Walsh, and so she was extensively Irish. So, but her great grandmother was a Polish immigrant. So my great grandmother on my mom's side was Polish, and my great grandfather on my dad's side was Polish. And so glad we kept those two apart because that would have been
Love it. So I want to start off with a couple of wins. Pretty cool. Cool things happening. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Trying to get Tommy.
a lot of cool things happening.
A lot of cool things. So I got a message at 5 a.m. this morning, and like who would be sending me messages at 5 a.m.? Anyway, coolest message. So this is actually somebody that I've coached. He came back and he said, "Hey, Catherine, your AI training were so instrumental for me and the recommendation you made for the VA team that exploded my capital raising business. We hit over $100 million in assets under management. Thanks so
Nice.
much. I'd love to interview on the podcast. Open to that. How cool is that? Like,
That's awesome.
here's the thing. Like, I have coached tens of thousands of people. But again, Tommy and I were talking about it this morning. It's the people who actually take action, right? Like he took the coaching and he took action, right? You all are here because you took the coaching and you took action. Luke sent me a message. Like, he's already read the books, done the things. Katya, Blake, like you read the books, doing the things, like now the next step. This is how success actually happens. So hearing that because of my coaching, somebody has $100 million assets under management, like,
Huge.
look
That's
what's
awesome.
possible, you guys. Anyway,
That's amazing. Congratulations.
thank you.
Look,
Do
she
you
even got
know-
up for it. She's like, woo.
So cute.
She's a mascot. She's our type
Get to
mascot.
work.
So
Oh my God. Seriously?
Can we get to work?
Yes, I don't know why it's.
Da, 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 da.
Come on.
If you didn't know, this is my Sentinel hat. I put this on so that Catherine can choose. Does she want me to be a warrior or a general? So,
Liking the red faux hawk too.
Right, the Warriors wore this.
I think
So,
the red faux hawk is the best part of it.
exactly. Anybody seen the movie 300? If you haven't seen the movie 300, that's new homework.
New homework? Okay.
Go out, watch the movie 300, and understand that that's goes along to what Catherine's talking about, because when you build a $100 million AUM, you're building an empire.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally building an empire. We're talking to some people yesterday and stuff, and so a lot of this is coming back to how we can help people accelerate. I was telling Catherine that I graduated with 150 people out of nursing school in 2012. Out of that 150 people, I would say less than 5 went on to become terminal degree nurses, meaning they got a PhD or a DNP. Less than 5. So out of 150 to less than 5, right? What did they do? Well, like, I knew I wanted to be a doctor of nurse practice before I started in nursing, period. Like, I knew in my head when I heard, oh, I can become a doctor by being a nurse, I was like, how the hell does that work? Because socially, we're taught that nurses are work for doctors. Like, somehow, some way, society has taught us that doctors are bosses of nurses.
Right.
Right.
Right. And then when I became a nurse and learned that we practice autonomously and equal to doctors of medicine, because nursing is a different modality than medicine, I learned that I could actually become a terminally degreed nurse, and that I would understand the theory of my degree fully and completely, 100%. I did not think for 1 minute that over 99% of the people I was going to get into this with didn't want what I wanted. I
Right.
literally assumed everybody in school wanted to be a doctor of nurse practice too, right? But then when I got to go to school at ASU and walk into my orientation class and learn that only 1 to 2 people from every graduating class from 2012, actually the whole decade, only 150 people showed up to go to school to become a doctor of nurse practice, that from the 2010 to 2020 range. So from 2005 to 2015, out of the 800,000 nurses that became nurses, only 150 of them wanted to become a doctor and went to school at ASU.
Right.
So that made me all of a sudden unique. When I walked into class and realized that, I'm like, holy crap, that's kind of crazy. I don't like the mirror, like,
I can't help
I'm
you.
gonna play with this.
Okay.
There's too many of you. I can't
God,
focus.
one is enough.
Wow. We've got issues. Okay. So really
The
quick.
other screen.
So I want to welcome Luke. This is his first time here.
Wonderful.
Luke was at that super fun party that we're
Oh,
still
the
scratching
super
our
fun
heads
party.
about,
Yeah.
with the fire and the midgets.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I remember Luke
Yeah.
because I told him that that's my grandson's name, and he looked at me like I had lost my cookies. So,
I see you again.
like, what?
Hard to recognize Tommy without the heart glasses and the cowboy hat.
Yeah. So, can we go share the screen? Is that my GPT right there? Pull that out. Get that far.
And then we want Luke to take the investor survey. So we need to talk about that too.
Yeah. Okay. So, Luke, if you're unfamiliar,
So we've got homework for you.
we use GPT to do a lot of stuff. Why do you keep? All right. So let's keep that where I can see it. I don't care about this
I know.
You
I
can
was
actually make it go this way at the
trying.
bottom. If you make it go this way at the bottom and you can separate your screen that way, it works way better. So look right here, stop moving. There you go. There we go. I have severe ADD when people mess around with, like, I'm literally like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel as everything moves around. So I apologize. I'm just super, super distractible because my brain works that way. It just has a lot of neurons firing at all times. And so when you move stuff, it does, it works. So you wanted me to show Luke the investor survey.
Correct.
Luke, we use a lot of AI to do things. We have created GPTs for doing due diligence on land, doing free estimates on rehab and fix and flip property. We create legal like documents. We'll leave it at that. We also do a lot of research in law as far as like information about law. We build GPTs for people, etc. And so part of that we also do is a LandShark investor survey. LandShark is a mastermind of people trying to do real estate in the moral and ethical path of development ahead of Wall Street and corrupt government. So what we do is we try to help people understand the type of real estate investor they want to be. You might have seen what's called the Briggs-Myers personality test, or maybe just a general, test on Instagram. Find out the kind of person you are, and you take a series of questions, and based on those answers, it tells you might be a campaigner, or you might be a diplomat, or you might be a general, etc. Mine came back dragon slaying mother effer, but I like taking those tests because they give me insight into myself. And when I know I'm a dragon slayer, if I'm going into things always as a dragon slayer, I'm going to end up slicing off something's head that I shouldn't have sliced. So it really helps to understand that as my personality being aggressive and volatile, in order for me to be a gentleman, I know that I have to know what violence is. That's great, but I have to learn how to be a gentleman. So recognizing that I have a tendency to violence and aggression, now I can work on what I need to be in order to coexist. That's what the personality test program was set out to do. So people take it and they use it for employment. They make it pre-employment, part of a pre-employment package, so they understand maybe you're not good to be in the ICU because you're a little crazy and whacked out and get distracted by things easily. Maybe you need to work in the ER. And that's how I ended up learning I needed to be a good ER nurse, was because I thrive in chaos, right? So with the LandShark Investor Survey, though, working with Catherine, her and I designed a way for us to understand what our investor personality was. What is our investor profile? And in the LandShark Investor Survey, you'll answer a bunch of questions, and results come out that you're going to be given two main archetypes. You're going to be given the two types of investors we see on a regular basis in the world, and then you're going to be given supportive personalities. There's a total of 9 archetypes and 11 personalities, and a combination of over 350 types of personalities that you could become or be. The combinations can switch. It's very interesting on the results side of it. Once you get the results from the test or the survey, there's no right or wrong questions. I hate calling it a test, but it's a survey. 125 questions. When you get those results, it's going to give you instruction on how to get the assessment evaluated. It's going to tell you to copy and paste the results of your survey back over to me in an email, and then I take those and bring those into my real estate investor virtual executive board, and we analyze it against the people that take the test. We analyze it against the avatars that I created, and so the avatar or the archetype that you become labeled because of your answers, we then allow the virtual board to kind of dissect that and get a really clear path for you to become a very thorough investor, because again, you're going to be investing or focused or researching things that make sense to you, that work for you, that are about your personality. Because yeah, some people aren't good or cut out for doing fix and flips. Okay, if you're not a very system oriented, rinse and repeat, same rules apply type person, don't do fix and flip. Okay, because literally every fix and flip is different, and there's different things wrong. But if you follow the system, it won't matter what's wrong because you can go in, take step 1 through step 10 and be done. But if that's not who you are, you might want to do something different, kind of like, I don't know, land development, right? Because land development's a whole different animal. The steps and systems aren't as prevalent in that as they are in the other. They're bigger steps, but there's less of them. So 10 steps in over here, and again, because of my inability to pay attention for long periods of time, I only have 3 steps in land development where you have 10 over here in fix and flip. I did fix and flip, did it for a while, don't like it. Why don't I like it? Because it's too many steps. But when I got to do 3 steps, oh, that's super easy. I love that. I'll do that all day. And I learned that by doing the LandShark Investor Survey. Catherine, she likes to be the bank and rent dirt. Did she figure that out by taking this test? No. That's why she developed it. What she figured out after 20 years of doing everything and every one of these things, she learned the type of investor she would want to become someday. Took 20 years. So you have your choice. Take the survey, start learning right away, or
Take 20 years.
take 20 years. And you'll figure it out. Totally. Everybody does.
Really quick, we have a guest coming in at 9:30.
Who's our guest at 9:30? Daniel.
Prop.
Who?
Prop.
Interesting. Is that I was looking to see if
They're coming to the podcast.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cameron is supposed to be in here this morning too.
Yeah. So Luke, do we want to show Luke really quick where to find these?
Yeah, go ahead.
GPTs. So Luke, if you have the paid version of GPT, so you're going to go to Explore GPTs there, and then you go search, and then what do we call it? Investor. So LandShark
Investor Survey.
Investor. There it is. See, LandShark Investor Survey right there. So you would open it up. That's what the fun little logo looks like, and you would hit Start Chat, and then you're going to just click any of these. And then literally it gives you the instructions. And when you're ready, you type the word ready and then you start.
Make sure you read the instructions. Don't just jump straight to the ready.
Yeah. So
it won't make sense to you if you don't read the instructions.
I took 5 days to do this. Laura took 20 minutes. However you do it, it's perfect. But what Laura did is she talked.
To an extent, because again, if you take 5 days to do it, you're not following the instructions.
So
because it is no right or wrong answers, and the other thing is it literally is just looking for you to give your heartfelt answer. Catherine is the epitome of making sure everything is done perfectly. Not that she's a perfectionist, because she does allow for grace, but she literally wants every answer to be right. And so I appreciate that.
It's thoughtful and thorough. I took 28 days to make decisions.
Yeah.
And
anyway.
Look, here's the thing. It would have taken me probably longer than 5 days if I typed out all, because it's a mix of multiple choice and ranking things 1 to 5. And then there's some, in your own words, thought things. So if I had to type out the in my own words thought things, I'd probably still be doing it. So that's why I recommend the voice thing, because then I could just be like, and it captured it all.
I'm trying to encourage people to not take their time with it. Don't spend too much time thinking about it.
That's my point, is it'll take less.
The first question is a tricky one. It says, what are the top 3 things you want to accomplish in your financial life in the next 5 years? A lot of people don't even know what they want to do by lunch. Like some people are like, I don't even know what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow. Like, you want to know what I'm doing 5 years from now? So that tells you something. Maybe you should stop and think for a minute. That's why the first question is the longest question.
Okay. So now.
Number next. So we encourage you, Luke, go get that done. Blake did it. Kadia did it. Laura did it. Where's our other friends at? Do we have other friends in here today?
Amore's here. She did it.
Amore's here. Amore, good morning.
We've got some fun things to talk about. Another cool message came from Amore that her and her friends want to invest in some of our deals. We're putting together deals today, you guys.
Yay!
Nobody can invest.
Go over here for me. Let's roll through this real quick. No, go down. Scroll down. Stop right there. Delete that assessment if you don't mind, and then let's look at title transfer. Read it. Go to title transfer and a loan assumption, please.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is.
So Tommy's done some prep for this for us.
I've got a property. We're gonna run the numbers on it real quick just to look at it. I think I've done it before, but I want to make sure that we actually get into it. Let me get the address real quick. So a little backstory to this property. We've looked at it multiple times to purchase it, and the owner of the property is a very good friend of mine, but he can no longer take care of the payments. Try this, type this in there real quick. 35146 2nd Street, Wendon, Arizona, 85357. This is a C2 property with a single wide trailer, mobile home affixed to the property. We are assuming the $41,000 loan, taking over $678 monthly payment. I want to run this deal as a commercial property. We're going to do $40,000 of improvement to the property by putting a large shade structure over the mobile home and incorporating a sea container next to the mobile home with an open area for under roof parking. And the sea container will be a storage area for the business that goes there. I believe what we're looking at doing is a bait and tackle shop, as this is the last stop before Lake Alamo. It also leads to fairly significant hunting grounds in the state of Arizona. So we want to have a basically an outdoors shop. We're going to rent off-road equipment for people to drive out and go hunting. We're going to have hunting supplies, hunting equipment, fishing supplies. We're going to build this business out for somebody and sell it for $400,000 owner financing. And there we go. And we're going to put this deal together here in Deal Hunter. So go ahead and run this deal together. Give us the financials that we need to look at, follow all the rules, run this deal.
So Luke, you can see he literally just spoke to it the whole time, and it literally transcribed the whole thing. So when we talk to it, we give it more details than when we type. So it's a really important piece to be using.
And so this is the deal one of the deals I can present to you more is that on this one, we're looking for a $40,000 contribution to the development, returned in 6 to 8 months. We're going to get this up on CoStar, listed as a commercial property business, and see if we can't get a buyer to come to the table with 20%. So 20% of 400,000 is $80,000. And then we'll put them on some sort of structured payment plan of 7 to 12%. Interest only, balloon in 10 years. We'll give them a 10-year balloon so we can sell the note and make our money back. So while this is thinking, let's go up, because I'm going to go and show everybody kind of what we've been doing.
So people are messaging me that they're watching us live right now. Yeah. So any of you that want to actually join us, send me a message, a DM, and I'll give you the link right now.
Okay.
To actually come join us live.
What?
Yeah. So people are texting me that they're on TikTok and Facebook. Great. Watching us live.
All we got to do, people that are on TikTok and Facebook, we ain't got to reply to them or send them messages, because that takes away from the people that are here. You people are not paying to be here. So you people need to go to LandSharkMastermind.com and put up some money like these people have. They put up their time and attention. You get off your lazy ass and come over to LandSharkMastermind.com and join us. I need to pay attention to this. Go up, please. And that goes for you too over there.
I can't. It's thinking. I can't. We're scrolled up.
You can scroll up all the way to the top, because I've already done some work here. So what I did was I told it that Rick and I are swinging this deal, and that what we're going to do is we're going to do 100% assumable loan with this, and Sherman gave us the go ahead. So scroll down a little bit. What I said was, give me in a canvas the DIY transfer, title transfer, and loan assumption guide for Rick, because Rick's never done this. So I need to make Rick comfortable. He's the current owner. Sherman's the lender, and Rick told Sherman, get us involved. Hoy is our partner on this. And so he's going to put it in Summits Investments AC LLC, and we're going to do a quick claim deed with a loan assumption and then a payment responsibility. We're going to put a credit card on file. So we've got holding costs settled. What happened to it?
It just jumped down to the bottom.
No, it didn't.
Oh, wait.
It moved
That
up.
was weird.
So because what it did was I think it edited the canvas.
Oh,
So here that's fine. It's fine. Go down. So when I gave it this instruction, what it did was it added to the canvas. So go ahead.
got it. Okay.
So it's going to continue doing all this stuff. So overview of the process is that we're going to take property ownership through a county recording. The loan assumption documents are going to be with Sherman. Summits Investments AZ LLC owns the property and will become the responsibility to the loan. Go down. So what we're going to do is part one is we're going to prepare what's called a quit claim deed. A quit claim means I quit claiming rights to the property. Rick is going to quit claiming rights to the property. That's what a quit claim does. The information needed is here located under, like a legal description, APN, etc. We're going to create a grantor, the current owner, grantee, new owner. I can't scroll. The Arizona quitclaim deed documents located right here. Scroll down. It's giving all of the information necessary for me to bring an approach to Rick. We're going to get Rick to sign it. We're going to get us to sign it. Is it delaying? Is it?
Yeah.
So move it up a little bit more then. Complete. Can you like expand it up all the way so that we can see more of it? There we go. The affidavit of property value. This is important. You can see here that in Arizona, it requires an affidavit of property value. Affidavit is a legal document saying I'm stating legally under perjury, risk of perjury, that I believe this property is valued at X. I don't need an appraiser to do it, but I can do it based on what I know, and I can go out there and do that. For that affidavit of property value, though, what I can do is I can exempt it and say the transfers between related parties. And Rick and I already know each other. We're good friends. We can do this real quick, get it done, sign that. We sign the deed, we sign this, and we take it in to get it notarized. Got to do the notarization in person together. Rick and I have to do it in front of the notary. They agree. We all agree. It stays all transparent this way. Then we take the deed and we take it and record it down at the La Paz County Recorder's Office. And so you can see that it costs a little bit of money. Now, if this is your first time, do not do this by yourself. Do this with a lawyer. Do this with a title company. But I know how to do it because I've done it a million times. We can see here that it does cost money still, but when you apply a title company or you apply a lawyer to this, the cost goes up. Lawyer's $500 right off the bat. So, and then you still got to pay this stuff. So that's why I'm like, if you've never done it before, use the lawyer. But if you have done it, this is the easy step by step. Update the property insurance. We're going to get it insured in the name of Summit Investments AZ. We're going to send that declaration page over to Sherman, and then Sherman will be happy to allow us to assume the loan. Actually, Sherman wants us to assume the loan right now because Sherman hasn't been paid in a minute. Items that Sherman's going to require: the loan assumption agreement, borrower information, authorization from Rick or the quitclaim deed, credit card ID, and entity documentation. Now we have entity documentation over at the Arizona Corporation Commission. And so let's go to part 8. Here is where we're going to add Hoy, our partner, to the loan as a securitization of it. Submit the assumption package, goes over to Sherman, and then we set up the payments. And we look at that and we show that in the payments. So we do it, final verification checklist. Expected timelines for this to happen are here. Quitclaim recording takes 1 to 2 weeks by mail. We can do it in person. The loan assumption takes 1 to 3 weeks. And then you can't see because it's hiding. So the total typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. This is why they say 30 days to closing. So important information here is to ensure the legal description is copied exactly and have recorded copies. Deal underwriting. So it added the deal underwriting here. So the deal snapshot, this is the address. It's in C2 zoning. Existing improvements are going to be that we are going to put $40,000 into it. We're assuming the $41,000 debt. We're getting $678 a month monthly payments, and annual debt is.
Sorry, I was trying to highlight so they could see what you were talking about.
We don't need to. I don't know where we went. Go back up.
We're at 41,000. Sorry guys, I was trying to highlight what
right there
you were talking about.
So the existing debt right here, CapEx explained. Go down. Do we got a $40,000 CapEx that we're going to do? And then here in the commercial underwriting framework, because we want to sell it at 400,000, the deal must support at least one of the valuation stories. So the business valuation needs to show that it's either 3 to 5x EBITDA. Anybody know what that stands for? Raise your hand.
EBITDA.
EBITDA. Yeah. So EBITDA, ready for this? It's super easy. Expenses before. Those are the two most important words to this whole statement. Expenses before. And then the rest of those stand for something in the real estate. Interest, taxes, depreciation, appreciation.
Amortization.
Okay. Amortization, I mean. So you have interest on your loan, taxes on your property, depreciation of the property, amortization of the loan, right? So you take all that away, expenses before, meaning so I add up all the expenses to the business and apply that to the 3 to 5x multiplier.
So he's calling probably because he's here.
Downstairs.
I don't know. Hey, Danny.
He's downstairs.
Good, how are you? Are you here? We are upstairs. Yeah. We'll see you in a sec. Okay, perfect.
All right. So back to this, the 3 to 5x multiplier shows that it would imply that the EBITDA is about $100,000 a year, right? So the expenses before all that give us that. The pro forma startup case shows.
Good morning. Oh, come on in. Good to see you.
Can somebody go on Amazon and
Good
try
to see you
to
too.
and
How you been?
scroll and does all the things from my side so I can stay over there? How are we doing, sir? Good to see you again.
Welcome to the podcast. This is
Yeah,
how the podcast
we're
goes every day.
live and in action. So we do this every day between 9 and 10. So absolutely. You want to get this one hooked up?
Yeah.
Sorry. So anyway, back to this real quick. The pro forma basis of this, we're going to just finish up this deal real quick and then we'll jump into talking to our guest, Danny. So the assumptions are that we have year one about a $30,000 cash flow, and then year two is about a $70,000 cash flow, and then it shows some debt service there. So it breaks it down from a pro forma startup situation. Go ahead and scroll through the rest of that. The exit now shows that we have a price of $400,000. We're going to take an $80,000 down payment. The seller note's going to be $320,000 with a rate of 8.5. Amortization of 20 years with a balloon at 5 years makes the payment $2,777. Why not 10% down? Because basically what we're trying to do is we're going to try to cover all the costs up front. It costs us $41,000 to buy the property, and then we also have we're going to have to spend some money to fix it up. But then that note is what we're going to sell, right? So go down, go questions on commercial loans. Went too far. So can we prove the 80 to 120,000 EBITDA? Probably. And so the rentals are rentals actually feasible? Transfer operations. So it kind of goes through that stuff. You can see here that the approximate IRR is 31%. If you don't understand what internal rate of return is, we can get into that in another call. But what I want to do is give it one more prompt before we wrap up. I want to know what the amount would be if we sold this note at a 10% discount once we've got 6 months of seasoning on it. And so does anybody understand what I just asked you to say right? What I did is I created the note. I'm going to collect 6 months of payments on it, and then I'm going to sell it to my note buyer at 10% value. And so what we're going to do is we're going to generate a note sale price of $284,310. We did the $80,000 down payment. We collected $16,000 in payments. So the total cash out to me, Boyd, and Amore could be $380,972. Okay. So total invested, $231,000. We're not building the business though. We're just going to announce it and let them do it. It says that we should get a profit, but $108,972. But I'm going to tie back into it the 150 because we're not building the business. We're just going to tell them how to do it. And then it says an advance play, even better. Instead of selling 100% of the note, sell a partial note. And then that way we were able to keep the back end of the balance for $250,000, sell the first 60 payments, 5 years, right? So we just sell that for a little bit of change, and then we're able to go next. So there you go. Prime example. Use it. Now I'd like to introduce our guest, Danny.
Hello.
Danny, how do you like to do it?
My name is Daniel. People call me Danny, but it's nice to meet you all. Where are we all located?
Everywhere. So this is the LandShark Mastermind daily podcast.
Okay.
From 9.
Oop, we lost Tommy. You can't hear him. Hang on.
There we go.
There we go. Now we can.
You can hear me.
Yes.
You can hear Catherine.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Hit the echo button.
Okay.
There we go. We gotta make him look pretty. There we go. So I've got a face for radio. So
I'm actually going to give you this because that microphone's echoing.
My
So you can have
is
this.
it working or not?
Yeah, it's echoing.
Are you able to? All right. Yeah, that's fine. We got to get our logistics set up with our sound and stuff like that. Cameron's in charge of that. Good morning, Cameron. I see you down there. So anyway, LandShark Mastermind is a group that we started over a year ago, doing real estate investing, teaching people how to understand real estate investing through using AI. I dumped 30 years of knowledge into an AI model, and that's called Deal Hunter by LandShark. And what we're able to do is we're able to strike real estate deals faster, quicker, better than whatever has been done before. Like, do you do any kind of real estate deals?
Yeah. Long.
Yeah, lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long does it take to do due diligence?
Yeah. Long time. I mean,
Okay.
I guess depends on your team, depends on the deal. So,
All right, so let's run through it real quick.
okay.
We find a piece of property, we're driving down the road.
Well, let's
You and I are
run through
driving down the
something real
road, we're
time.
driving for dollars, right? We're driving for dollars. We see a sign on the side of the road, for sale by owner, right? Don't even have to mess with an agent. We see a for sale by owner. How long do you think it'll take before we find out if that's going to be something we make an offer on?
I have no idea. Depends on what your program is and your processes are. But
Right.
You tell me.
So
what your
for
program
me,
is.
let's just say it's a for sale by owner. I'm going to call them. I'm going to leave a message. I'm going to wait a few days to get some details. When I get back to the office, I'm going to go to the property appraiser's website and pull it up and look at it. Or I'm going to call somebody on my team and say, hey, start digging on this property. Let's find what's going on with it. They're going to have to go into the county records. They're going to try to pull an owner's name. They're going to find out last sales history. They're going to find out if it's been listed, it's for sale by owner. Did they have it on a different website somewhere? We're going to continue to try and find a price, because to do a deal, we need two things: a price and a timeline, terms, right? So when we make an offer, those are the two main constituent parts of an offer: is how soon am I getting it and how much do you want for it?
Yep.
Right. And so with those two things in mind, for me to get those two answered, we're calculating it could possibly take up to 3 days to finally decide after 3 days, am I going to make an offer on this property? Right. And so after 3 days, am I going to make an offer on this property is just an answer of yes or no. Now, what kind of offer I'm going to make comes from the conversation I have with the person, if I even got a hold of them. Right. Sure. And so usually when I'm coming up with an idea of how I want to make an offer on a property, it's going to take me some more time. I've got to gather more information, bring that to myself or my team, disseminate it, and then decide, can we do a creative deal? Are we going to need to do a conventional deal? Am I going to have to find private money? How am I going to break all this out? That could take 3 weeks. By the time I get to the end of that, let's just say I set it up to do a conventional loan, and then all of a sudden something falls through and the bank says, guess what? We can't do it. I have to go back and recalculate all my numbers, even maybe offer something different to the seller. And it could take anywhere between 3 and 6 months to get a deal done. Am I facting?
1,000.
Is my math mathing?
100%.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what I did was I was tired of that. And so what we did was we came up with what's called Deal Hunter by LandShark. Will you go pop that up for me? We were just working in there. Do you have something you're working on right now?
Yeah. We have. I got a number of projects working on.
Are
Yeah,
you like
we're building.
Anything you're like about to close up?
Close up, meaning like close on the land, or like close on the buildings, or what?
Yeah, tell me about what you're doing right now.
So we're a development company. Our office is right over in North Scottsdale. Silverado AI is the name of our company, standing for Authentic Intelligence, and we are developing what we call biz tech parks, which are small. It's a small bay industrial product that we're selling as condos. Because we believe in small business. We believe that really it's small business owners, entrepreneurs, innovators, creators. We're the life force of our society, right? And so, and in Phoenix specifically, with everything that's going on with TSMC and the 160 to 200 billion, I've heard a various range of numbers of how much they're building, but over the next 10 years, there's a shortage in small bay industrial product as it stands, and what's out there, a lot of it is for lease. So we do have a for lease product as well, but our primary focus is selling condos. So divisible down to 2,500 square feet. We're building buildings that are 1,800 or 18,000 or 20,000 on the high end and about 12,000 on the low end that can be divisible, like I said, down to 2,500 square feet. Most of what we're seeing is is people coming in and buying like half of a 13,000 square foot building. Some of them in certain applications have yard spaces. So yeah, we have 4 projects right now. One of which that I own up in Surprise off of Happy Valley Road, 7.5 acres, and then we've got another one in Peoria that we're in the process of putting in escrow right now, and then one in the Southeast Valley. So yeah, we're built right now. We have about 400,000 square feet in the process. And all of that is on the front end of, we've been doing the due diligence. We've been working with the architects and engineers to design and create this product type. So
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. No, that's awesome. So one of the things that I created with this, if you don't mind, take it over to GPT, explore GPTs. Are you into AI at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we created our own AI called Deal Hunter by LandShark, and it's free for everyone to use. There it is over there. It's on the other side of your screen over there. Deal Hunter by LandShark. It does research and analysis for real estate deals. Go ahead and start a chat. If you don't mind, do you have a property that already has building on it and you're listing it and selling it, or?
No, these are all ground up developments.
So far you're just doing the ground up. Okay. Does any of them have an address?
No.
Nothing got a PO
No,
box
but I mean,
yet.
you could, if you're looking for an address just on our building that we office out of, which you guys came, that's actually a prototype of product type that we're building.
Okay.
Or, I mean, I do have, I'm trying to think if I have other addresses of.
We're just trying to find something that we can do a demo on with you.
Yeah.
And show people what you're doing. So
Yeah, I mean, I could give you drop-ins. I don't have addresses, but
Right.
Because it's all vacant land parcels.
Yeah. So let's just use your address down there where your office is in Tempe, where we're at.
1733 North Greenfield Road, Mesa, Arizona 85205.
Run this deal.
Is that right?
Okay. Get rid of all this bill.
Yeah.
My teeth are not in the way today. Run this deal. So are you familiar with how AI prompts work and all that? So when I designed this GPT, I didn't want to be like, in the role of a developer, give me the professional example of blah, 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 blah. Because like, if everybody has to remember how to talk to ChatGPT, what's the freaking point? Right? I want it to be conversational.
Yeah.
So when I built this and put 60 hours of work into it, I told it, I want it very simple. Run this deal means run this deal the way I would. And so the main instruction I give it is run this deal the way I would. Means that it's going to go through and it's going to go look at every website that I would have had to go look at. It's going to go look at every government website that I would have had to find. It will go through every website of realtors that might have listed this thing. Like, so all the stuff I would have told my team to go do, this is doing it.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
Takes less than 3 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes and 38 seconds. It likes to push my button sometimes. It takes a long time to do this shit.
Yeah.
But literally, as I described to you, like if we're driving down the road and I see a house.
Yeah, no, I know
What
you just described to me is that's how I built development company I have.
Right.
I hustled off market real estate deals
Right.
my entire
So
career.
if I'm driving, I go like this with my phone.
Mhm.
Now all I got to do is take that picture, go straight in here, click that plus button, put the picture in there and say, run this deal. And so you're going to find out real soon what it all comes down to. Can we get it? I don't know why it's little. Are we operating in right space? I don't know. So are these pictures of your office here?
One on the left, yeah, that one on the right.
This one's conceptual, I think.
Okay.
Click on it real quick. No, this one right there. So it ran for 1 minute and 22 seconds. It's
being glitchy today.
the computer. I don't know if I like working off of this computer. So go ahead and scroll down. So it says this is single story flex office Mesa Center, size 1162. It's on almost 9 acres.
No,
0.99.
Well, nine-
Yeah, one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
the internet's glitching out.
So we're gonna go all the way up. So just validating the information, built in 99, Class B office, 26 parking spaces.
Yeah.
Zoning, warehouse industrial for tax purposes. It's in Mesa, ownership history, leasing history. Says it was for lease, advertised for lease in 2018 to February 2023. It was listed, demographics around the area, 1 mile, median household incomes, 111. And then it's in the high 60s around there in the 3 to 5 mile. So it's considered a suburban class A single tenant multi-tenant office flex box.
Mhm.
All I did was take your address and my 3 words. Market rents, $15 to $16 a square foot. Citywide, it's 23 to 26. Sound about right?
The market rent's up top or off, but
How much?
I mean, we're getting. I mean, is it talking about our office or is it just saying like nearby?
No, it's
Okay,
saying
nearby.
nearby Mesa Commerce Center is asking $15 to $16 a square foot around there for office, not industrial.
Yeah, that's a little low. I mean, it's probably closer to 18, but
Right.
still low.
But the way I built it is conservative, right? I don't want it to tell me the actual number or be any kind of over that number because I over promise and I over deliver and under promise people.
Mhm.
So when I built this, I told it, don't tell me like the best, tell me the worst case. So when I built it, it's going to bring me worst case scenario,
So it also brought in $18 a square foot here.
showing that I'll use a conservative of 18. Is that where we're at? Am I close? On a triple net too. So on the triple net, it breaks it down, shows us that our gross potential rent on your entire 11,000 square foot building is right there at 209,000. Then if I show an effective gross income with the 10% vacancy, it's about 188,000 a year. I've got a 5% management fee plus a 3% reserve for EGI, giving me about a ballpark of 173,000 a month. Implied value then brings it with the two different cap rates of 8% and 7.5 between 2.1 and $2.3 million. So the implied value then at that point, if I break down in case B that I have a higher EGI, then my cap rates are going to drop to 1.5 to 1.6. So worst case, best case scenarios. Are we close?
I don't think those valuations are a little low.
Exactly. I like hearing that. I don't want to hear them over.
Yeah, those valuations are low. And a lot of it too is like the build out inside isn't reflected. So
Nope.
I wouldn't expect this to know
Not
what the
gonna.
built out is.
Right.
I mean, the
So it
build out
says right here that we need to think about the TI and lease up dollars. So it's already assuming it's not done, right?
Mhm.
So
and honestly, where I would say it's different, it's Class A. I wouldn't say Class B. What the build out is more Class A. So
right, the build out. But
Yeah.
what it's basing the class on is the demographic of the area,
Mhm.
right? So yes, Class A, but if I package this up for my private equity partner,
Mhm.
and I tell him it's Class A, he's backing out the minute he goes and pulls the demographic because I'm not being forthright in telling him that the area is Class B.
Got it.
It's based on the population, the median incomes,
Makes
the
sense.
other 3 or 4 values that they use
Yep.
to classify that. Because we're looking currently, this young lady right here, Katya, she's a sleeper. Okay,
there we go.
She literally found us a piece of property pre-COVID, right? How many acres, Katya?
Like 5.6.
5.6 industrial space located in Tempe. You know where it's at. They were, it's a county island, literally right next to where they're building the 600 units off of Broadway.
Okay.
So this 5.3 that zigzags through there currently is industrial vacant crap, right? And Tempe in 2019, right, pre-COVID, they had it set up for annexation, rezoning, and how many units? 65 luxury unit apartment. 65 luxury unit apartment, value, exceeding $30 million, right? COVID came, kicked their butt, couldn't close, no annexation. It's been sitting dormant literally since 2019 with a $14 million LOI on it. So we're working on it now, looking at possibly picking it up, doing owner financing with a 50% LTV where we give the guy $6 million, we owner finance the other $6 million, rent it out as industrial space to truckers for the next 3 years, put it into an opportunity zone, raise the $35 million and bring it out of the ground with 72 units of luxury townhome.
Sweet. I like it.
She did that.
That girl, Katya, nice work.
First deal.
Nice work.
Thank you. And I started real estate investing 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
In the deep end.
She did that. I
That's
gave
our
her
girl.
homework. I'm like, go find something. She came
Let's
back with this.
go. That's dope.
Right?
That's awesome.
And she did it using this.
That's cool.
She just went on deal and she's like, find me I need to impress my teacher. Find me industrial land because he's a dirt dog. Boom.
He's a dirt dog.
Dirt
Right?
dog.
And so boom, and brought it back. So to go finish through this here sample DSCR thing, if we buy it, showing that we want to have, if we purchase price your property for 2.1, we're going to get a 1.47 loan. And we're going to it's going to give us a DSCR. So with the annual debt service of about 125 to 135, we have a good stabilized NOI it'll give us a 1.3 to 1.4 DSCR ratio. So, and here it brings up the risks, or hair on it. I love that it uses my words. There's hair on these balls.
Yes.
So, only we understand that, guys. Yeah, it's a suburban office in post-COVID world. So lenders are care more about the tenant quality, lease terms, rollover schedule, and your global income from everything. So these are important things to remember from the lender view. Finding funding pathways, 3 ways to structure it. It gives us option 1. We won't bore him with the details. Option 2, because he's not selling the building, SBA 405 or a 7A. Scroll down, option 3. But this is an option for you to pull capital too. You could literally take one of these plans and do this with yourself. You can get a $5 million SBA loan. So if you need more capital to play with, like this just popped in my head. I'm literally just talking from my, like, something's like, tell this guy about this. You can go get a $5 million SBA loan, rebuy your building, and then reinvest all your capital. And you're only getting your SBA loan at like 4, 5, 6%. So it's ridiculous cash. Me and my partner did this 36 times between 2020 and 2024. And it was just continually using his property to go and do a deal and come back, pay it off, do it again. We did 7 SBA loans in a matter of 4 years. So, cool. And used the same property every time. So anyway, option 3, bridge and private. Keep going. Key due diligence bullet points. And it tells us about the physical CapEx problems, title and zoning issues we might have, financial tenancy issues, market risks, like the things that you need to know as an investor. So if you're not thinking about it because you got shiny object syndrome, like this is going to bring you back to reality. Say, hey, look at it over here. What I need to do to finish the underwriting brings it all together for me. And next steps and actions are here. It'll tell me what else it wants me to do. It supplies me with 1. Usually there's 4 or 5 options.
Well, it's still like process.
Yeah, it's stuck. We need to close it and reopen it because it didn't finish thinking. And
So-
close this because again,
so
we start, I think
Find a. I mean, we're looking to buy like three other sites right now, and we're also looking for like a med tech product as well, medical office. So do like in real time.
Okay.
Where
Like what Katia just did?
Sure.
shut it down and reopen it because it's still, like you said, it's still thinking. So close it out and we'll do some hunting. We call it diving for dollars instead of driving for dollars. LandShark dives for dollars.
Dives for dollars.
We dive for dollars. No, you need to close it, go down here, exit, quit, now pop it again. Okay, before we show them that, I want to show them what we're doing up north. Because how old are you?
42.
Damn, you're young. This is where you're going to retire. Click on Linden too real quick. Oops. We're building the first Gen X retirement community, and we're going to be building luxury tiny houses with RV garages out in the desert in Wendon, Arizona. Out to Lake
Where's
Alamo.
Wendon?
Lake Alamo.
Where's that?
You take out to Wickenburg instead of going north to Vegas, go south back to California. We're 60 miles from the California border at the corner of Lake Alamo Road and Highway 60.
That's sweet.
So we got 30 acres out there. We're going to do these tiny homes with the RV garages. And it's going to have a off-road test track, 9-acre off-road test track. And we're going to have a gold mining, gold panning operation in the back corner.
That's cool.
So
That's legit.
yeah, we're closing on this. So we're in the land buying business too. We go after some stuff. Go ahead and pop that open again. Let's run a project real quick. That's fine. It finished it. So go ahead and go over to the Deal Hunter VPT. And again, I also created free estimates for fix and flippers and rehabbers. You can take 20 pictures of a house, outside, inside, just a kitchen, I don't care, and load it into this and say, I want to do a rehab. Here's the zip code. Provide me with a free estimate. And boom, it'll provide you with a free estimate as if you're a Arizona ROC contractor was standing in front of it. And then it'll also supply you with a material list. It'll supply you with a breakdown of what material costs are, what your labor costs are. And then there are also sources where it got that information. Lowe's, Home Depot, like, so you know where to go buy it.
That's cool.
Right? And so everything that we built, including this, will source it. So go ahead and put this in there. All right, today we're going to do a little diving into finding some land and real estate in the Arizona area. I'm looking in the Phoenix metro market, everywhere from Tonopah to Santan Valley, north to New River. I want to find at least 2.5 acres to 20 acres that's subdividable. It needs to be able to be rezoned from whatever it is now over to manufacturing, light industrial, commercial 2, commercial 3. And it needs to have at least one of the 4 aspects of land development: access, electric, water, waste. Provide us with a list of 20 of those from our listing websites that are on market all the way to our off market listing websites such as Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and FSBO websites. Do searches across all of the CoStar or Crexy listing sites for any vacant buildings that could be scraped as well. And so we're going to get probably about a 3-minute think time on this one as well.
I have a call with the speaker for the summit. I need to.
At what time? Oh, we're at 10 o'clock. We're already past, huh?
Yeah, but I know you still want to have this meeting with him, and this is super important.
Yeah.
So I just need to turn this over to you to.
I appreciate it.
When's your guys' summit?
May 19th through the May 19th through the 24th.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Opportunity Zone Summit and Wealthwise Women. So 3 days of Opportunity Zones, 3 days of Wealthwise Women. We're going to do a whole lot of teaching, a whole lot of explaining, and getting people tuned into either not paying the government taxes.
It's going to shut this down, the webinar.
All right. Or, well, it'll shut it down here. This one's still running, right? You can't turn host over to Laura or anybody?
I have turned it over. Laura, let me see if I turn the host over to you, if it still shuts it down.
Good.
We'll try it. We'll see what happens. If we'll pray real quick before she, hits the button. Heavenly Father, we thank everyone for showing up this morning to the meeting. And we ask that you go take these people out into your world so they do right, do well. And we ask that you do this through your son's name. Amen. So
Amen.
Everybody have a wonderful day. Go out and do good and do well.
Thank you.
Hit
So
the-
good to meet you all.
Hit the button. Everybody